place where I'm connecting very deeply emotionally with the music, and then will that translate back out to an audience? And slowly I'm seeing that. But I've had to sort of uncover all that thinking that I've had to kind of take on through the last 10, 15 years of trying to just survive.
Right.
And that's what I mean about the better and the worse. At some point, survival is a good thing, like I'm still here. But the bad point is sometimes you make decisions based on, I just want to survive, get through the next place. You can't always see the forest from the trees. And, I mean, again, it's easy to sit here and say, oh, Smashing Pumpkins are an iconic group, or these songs are iconic. There were a lot of years there were, I was picking up magazines and my band wasn't being mentioned. We were getting sort of edged out of the conversation because it doesn't sort of fit in the record critics' sort of convenient version of reality. I mean, Spin Magazine just had their top 150 alternative albums of all time, and Pavement had 2 albums in the top 15, and Siamese Dream was number 60.
Well, but
now, that's just not realistic. That's not realistic to the world that I live in. That's realistic to the world that they live in.
Right.
But you pick your average alternative fan that listens to this radio station, they don't even know any Pavement's fucking songs.
No.
So which reality is more important? Well, they're both important. And in an internet world, all realities are important. So we're just on here sort of shoring up our reality, which is I have made iconic music, and I plan to make iconic music again. And if I don't, well, too bad for me. But I'm not operating from the standpoint of trying to placate an audience that doesn't even respect what I did right when I did it right.
Right. Well, but I mean, someone like Pavement, I mean, I think that you're always going to have those bands. Uncle Tupelo were nobodies when they were putting out records, but you look at the reviews now and you would think that every one of those people that writes for Spin or Pitchfork would love to have a time machine and go back so they could give them all 10 stars. And I do think that there are certain groups, like the Pavements, like the Uncle Tupelos, like those sorts of bands, that are always going to be the critics' band. And then you do have a band like the Pumpkins, who you guys got a lot of really great critical reviews back in the old days.
Not true.
You don't think?
No, not true. Not true.
Melancholy?
2.5 stars in Rolling Stone when it came out.
What about in Spin?
I don't remember, but I don't remember them being that nice.
But didn't you win, let's talk MTV Awards then, for those.
Right.
How many MTV Awards for, let's say, Tonight?
We won in 1997, we won 7 MTV Awards, and 1 year later when the Adore album came out, we weren't even invited to the award show. We weren't even invited to come to hang out at the award show, much less play or be a part of it.
Well, they're doing Pimp My Ride marathons now, so we're not.
No, I understand, but my point is those are nice memories to look and say, I mean, that was a nice night in my life, but the point is there's other realities that go on, and when you're talking about, I mean, I've been in music now 25 years. There's probably been more bad years than good years. The good thing is the good years were really, really good, but the bad years have been very difficult, and there's a general assumption in the public that a band like us can't come back. A band like us can't come back with just me in the group or whatever with a different configuration. There's a general assumption. So slowly we're chipping away at that idea. I think the Pumpkins has a whole nother a gold mine to find musically, and we're going to prove that point. And but nobody will want to remember all the shit we went through to get here.
Right.
And we really appreciate this opportunity. I mean, it's great to be involved. Anytime we're put in front of a younger audience is fantastic to me because that's where the future is. The future is not with 30 and 40-year-olds, and God bless you if you're listening, you're in that age, because I'm that age. But you just don't have the same motivation and the same emotional connection to music anymore. You're probably at that point where you're starting to get sentimental. We need to get kids that aren't sentimental, that just want to like what they like right now. And I believe we can be competitive on that level because we can be. We're worth it.
Well, for people who have listened to this radio station since day one back in 1989, you know that the Pumpkins have been played, for better or worse, every single record.
I would say better.
Every single side project, every single Stigmata soundtrack
Are you
song.
playing Mike Burns? What's your band called? Bear Factory? What is it called? Talking to Mike.
Bear Coven?
Which? What is it?
You got to play Mike's solo project if you want to go there.
Well, there you go. Have you sent it to us?
There
you go. Now you will.
They're so indie. They don't even.
You don't even press it up.
We're a bear band, man. Come on.
You just think it, and we're supposed to psychically play it. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for coming in.
Awesome.
Cool. And then I guess we can see where we are on the.